Hello everyone, Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning Into Love. Thank you for joining me for this Pick a Card reading. This Pick a Card is for those of you that feel a deep connection with another person, for the lovers, for the counterparts, those of you that feel that deep intimate connection or are manifesting that sort of relationship into your life. So this pick a card is geared just for you, the lovers, the beautiful beings that you are. We have 4 different groups to choose from: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So take a moment just to feel into the groups, which one's calling at you the most, tugging at your heart the most is most likely the message for you. Always follow your own internal guidance, your intuition. These messages are simply serving to affirm what you already feel and know to be true within your own self, your own heart, feelings, emotions, where you're envisioning yourself moving forward, what you're aligning to, and hopefully can also offer some guidance and deeper insight into what's happening so that you can make the choices moving forward that are right for you, that are in alignment for you, and truly embracing your authentic self so that you can really fall into that feeling of loving yourself unconditionally and accepting love unconditionally from another person. Okay, so we'll start with group number 1. Just get right into it here. Excuse me. Okay, so group number 1. For those of you who chose group number 1, I pulled a bunch of oracle cards and some tarot as well. So let's see what your soul and heart want you to know about the relationship that you're inquiring about. Number 6, contract. This is from the Energy Oracle. So this is a soul agreement between the two of you. This is something that has been manifesting um, first and foremost with yourself and with the other person. Both people have chosen to align and honor true unconditional love, a relationship where you can be a true partner, friend, confidant, everything, like all inclusive. You guys are coming together because you're both choosing this for yourselves. Okay, abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. Okay, I see that happening for you here. It's like you're not quite sure what it's all going to look like, how this agreement is going to unfold, but there is reassurance here that it's abundant. Keep that positive mindset of exactly manifesting what you want, what you desire, having gratitude, knowing that it's coming your way. All right, 6 is the number of the lovers. This is a soul agreement. This is wonderful. And here's your lover's oracle card. Twin flames. Your passion ignites. Okay, there you go. Twin flames. Twin souls, lovers, like very resonant with your energy, choosing one another, mutual harmony and balance, coming together, you know, masculine, feminine, different sides of the coin, yet it's very similar in your vision and moving forward and embracing abundance and gratitude and just a beautiful life together. Beautiful. Hand of Fatima is your Rumi card, and I'll read this to you here in a little bit. The Hand of Fatima, it's like your soul essence is, it's like all encompassing around you. I don't know, this feels like your inner child here, connected to the universe, and it's like, this is me and my other is out there and we're attracting to each other naturally. It's so beautiful. Lots, chance, divination of the ancients. So really taking a chance on this love, going for it, going all in. If it's not true blissed out romantic partnership, friendship, love, the all inclusive, then it's worth the chance. It's worth taking a risk. It's like, what else would be worth the chance? It's the chance at true love. Let the emotions flow, number 23. So, with these relationships, they bring up emotions that we may have never even felt before, um, which trigger healing and abundance and growth and allowing in the new, releasing the old. So, this is someone also that you can be vulnerable with. You may have this emotional reaction to one another where you're just tears come up out of nowhere because you're just so grateful for this connection, and it's a feeling of pure happiness, you know. And it's also, you know, someone you can heal with. You can talk about things from the past, and it's okay to feel the emotions with this person. It's okay to be seen for who you are. It's okay to be vulnerable, which allows you to be in a stronger state of being overall. You know, when you have that type of relationship or a person that you can be emotional with, it allows you to be um, masterful of your emotions in the outside world. Things don't trigger you like they used to. You're able to feel the connection to the earth, the gratitude for deeper things in life. It's just like a deeper, beautiful connection, one that was always meant to be. Look at this waterfall, effortless. It's effortless. You guys have this beautiful, effortless connection where you're just, it's like a natural give and receive, you know, what the other feels intuitively. You're able to be there for one another, and yet you're both, you know, committed to doing your own growth and inner work and being sovereign. It's like sovereignty coming together. It's effortless, you know, wherever this river is flowing, it's like it's carrying you and it feels really good. It's all flowing towards a shared common vision and lifestyle and goals. And I see a lot of love here. I feel a lot of love here. And very connected to the earth, you know, it's like uplifting the vibration and frequency of everything and everyone around you. It's a very abundant, lots of love, lots of love. I know and affirm that my body is a friendly place to live. I have respect for my body and I treat it well. I affirm positive things about my body and tell it I love it often. So this could also be teaching you both about the wonderfulness of your bodies, you know, really being appreciative for a healthy body, to be able to experience this type of true love, you know, and physical reality and everything that comes with it, adventure and movement and, you know, doing things together, creating things together, appreciating your bodies, being able to be comfortable around each other, you know, during times of romance and vulnerability, and just really enjoying being in your body and being together in your bodies, you know. And it's teaching you how to have respect for your body, you know, that it's sacred, it's a sacred vessel, it's meant for experiencing joy and happiness and, you know, being honored for the amazing creation that it is in itself. It's like you really care about each other's well-being, mind, body, spirit, heart, everything. And it's helping you appreciate your own bodies, like how wonderful it is to be attracted to the other. It's like inspiring you to take better care of yourself. It's really beautiful. And then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay, so it's interesting how these relationships really, they bring up, you know, it's the bliss and the gratitude, and then there's the other side of the coin, right? So it's like Four of Pentacles and the Devil's like facing fears about any sort of lack or limitation or poverty or not having what you need or not feeling like you can let go of certain things and allow yourself to transform. When these relationships come together, you create an abundant energy. So you want to feed and nurture that abundant energy. You really want to stay focused on it and not be afraid to face things together, you know, to share and be open and vulnerable. Because if you're holding on to certain habits or ways of being from the past that aren't in alignment with this beautiful relationship moving forward, this growth, it can really hold you back. You know, it can cause us to not value our bodies, our experience. Um, we settle for something that we know we're far more worthier of, you know. It's like recognizing your own worth and value and being able to let go of anything that's not serving you, even if it seemed valuable in the past. You know, it's holding you back from manifesting more. So it's giving you the opportunity to face your fears, like true fears in the physical reality. It could have to do with finances. Maybe you don't feel at this time you're in a place financially where you have something to offer, or you're afraid of how you look or dress. Are they going to like the way I look? Or, you know, do they find me attractive? Do I need to have more money? Like there's some sort of energy here that's being asked to be faced and healed, you know, focusing on abundance, focusing on, you know, the soul and the heart and the contract that you have, because two infinite souls can come together from any background or walk of life. And once they come together, that energy in itself, you start dreaming and creating together, and you can manifest anything together when that love is really anchored and rooted where it's meant to be, in the heart, in the value and the sacredness of life. The waterfall, it's the river that flows, and then it comes up to some drop offs, and the water just effortlessly flows over it and just keeps going. There's no obstacle that's too big or great for you to overcome. You can share, what's really going on with each other in an honest way. Take an honest approach. You can take a chance on this, because if it's true unconditional love, if it's truly meant to be, you're going to see each other no matter what's happening. You're going to encourage each other, support each other, see each other's thriving and feeling successful. And you're going to encourage each other to take care of each other, to take care of ourselves, you know, providing nourishing food and lifestyle and habits and things that, really help the growth, the stability, the foundation of this relationship continue growing. It's letting go of lack and limitation, and not being afraid to face fears together, not being afraid to share what you're afraid of with this person. And you're going to feel when it's right. If it feels right, they're going to reassure you. If they don't reassure you, then that's not the one. But I see this person already in your etheric reality, if not in your physical, but it's like teaching you how to truly appreciate. It's teaching each of you so that when you do come together, or when you are together, it is, you know, it's like your higher self in the physical, right? It's just an opposite type of energy, whether it's masculine or feminine or whatever it is. But it's like, this is something that is guided by your soul, that you guys have agreed to on some level to come together and have this experience. And with twin flames, I mean, this is someone who sees you, understands you for who you are as a soul, as a person, authentically. Has nothing to do with any of the outside things that we've manifested in the past or that we will manifest in the future. It has more so to do with the person that you are, the spirit that you are, the essence that you are, and what you bring to this life, to yourself, to how you make them feel. You make them feel true love. They make you feel true love. They make you understand what true abundance is. Abundance is completely linked to feeling abundant internally with our source, our spirit, our life force energy, and it radiates out. That's when the ideas flow in, the solutions, the congruency, the harmony, the balance. You feel content, and imagine just feeling in love and getting up and deciding to go for a cup of coffee, and it's like the sun shines, you see the birds, the perfect songs play on the radio, the people that you see when you go get your coffee are cheerful and they say hello to you. Like, everything just appears normal, and yet it flows going your way, and it's like there's a humility that comes with that, because it's so sacred. It feels so good that as humans, we don't want anything to interrupt that. And so we may have fears that come up, and it's just a matter of choosing to address the fears, of choosing to face them within yourself and not being afraid to share them with your partner. This is someone who is a best friend. It's your everything, and so there's like the excess of both sides of that love, when you have something so, and experience something so beautiful. On the other side of that could be deep pain and hurt and loss because something happened. So it's about focusing on the growth of the love, of seeing love is always growing. It's always becoming more, and letting go of the idea of like losing something. You can never lose something that's truly meant to be yours. And, choosing to implore the love, to grow, to remedy, to resolve, not allowing the fears to dictate or drive this relationship, or say you can't have this relationship because you're not ready for it yet, or you haven't attained a certain status or amount of money in your bank account, or you don't look a certain way. Like, that's all fear talk. So you really want to feed the contract to yourself, which is to give yourself the best, to be the best person that you can be, to reach your potential with someone who also sees that in you and you see that in them, right? So this is really beautiful. Let me read the Hand of Fatima. This is gorgeous. Love in itself is, one of those things. It's like, it happens we want it and then it happens and we feel it and it's so beautiful, and then our human self comes in and we're like afraid that something will go wrong or we'll lose it or something will happen, and then we'll feel all this pain. But that's not the case. That's just a natural fear. It's comes from past traumas and pains and programs and all of that. So this love is not only allowing you to feel and experience what you're truly meant to experience, is helping you address anything in the past that was preventing you from experiencing that. So don't allow that to stop you or define you. Instead, see that as the catalyst or the catapult to truly valuing and appreciating this relationship to the fullest, not taking it for granted, like really seeing it as a blessing. And whatever challenges are actually challenges that are allowing you to grow and into your full potential and be who you really want to be versus hindering you or keeping you from it. Okay, so the Hand of Fatima. Here's the Rumi poem. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not for an hour. You are in everything I do. You are my everything. My drink is your sweetness. I move to your command. I am a surrendered prey in your hands, and you are my consuming lion. Your soul and my soul are truly one soul. I swear to our one soul, I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grace, I am only a germinating sprout. The crown of my blooming is the desire to be in your arms. Rumi. My hand watches over you. It brings you blessings and comfort, protection and grace. Radiant with divinity am I, and you are my child, my beloved, my angel, and my body too. I shall never leave you. Turn your inner eye to me and see the light of my grace in your heart. You cannot be harmed. You cannot be defiled. You can only ever be what you are, me, alive, radiant with love. You are giving birth to more spirit than you have ever held before. During such times, a divine midwife can be helpful and supportive. This is Fatima, radiant daughter of the great beloved, who reaches from the skies, who reaches up from within your body, from deep within the earth, and brings you the gift of protection, grace, and love. You are safe. You are held and you are bound within her warmth. She has received your prayers and she honors your devotion to life, to love, and to growth. She will help you. Ask for her blessing daily. You can use the simple sacred honoring ritual to do so if you need guidance on how to pray to her, but any words from your heart spoken in authenticity will suffice, no matter how simple or ornate they may be. She responds to the feeling behind the words, and she responds instantly beyond time and space. In fact, she has responded even now, perhaps before you even knew she was needed. This oracle brings you the guidance that what is being born in your life right now, in your own consciousness as a seed, perhaps of a new way of being, a new idea, belief system, philosophy, or sense of self, is going to come to maturity under the loving protection of the Divine Mother. You are being asked to heed your intuition and instincts. Have some discernment about who you involve yourself with and how you choose to use your time and energy. Allow yourself to feel Fatima's guidance and comfort in you by giving yourself permission to be nurtured through your own choices and the people or situations you say yes or no to in your life. This is a way to honor her presence and allow her to help you, which she wishes to do in all ways possible. Love is all things you see, dearest angel, and that means saying no can mean saying yes to something greater. So give yourself permission to say your no and yes as dictated by your heart. This oracle also brings you the message that your body is sacred and worth your attention. You do not have to become obsessed. You do not have to push or judge your body, but you can honor him or her as a sacred animal through which your spirit creates soul and expresses itself in the world. This is a truly wonderful and amazing gift, extraordinary and yet fraught with challenge. The spirit can be powerful. Sometimes it can be hesitant too, enough to really engage with the body and come to life. There is a story that the angels sang music to lure the spirit into the body, but used to its freedom. It was reluctant to express itself in what looked like rather confining matter. The spirit did not know that Fatima would be initiating the spirit into her mysteries through the body. She was going to be sharing the sensuality of life, the sacredness of love, the deep mystery of life, death, and rebirth, and the wonders of nature. She was going to show the divine could live not only in light, but also in flesh. Fatima holds the wildness of divine feminine wisdom and the sanctity of life. She has great gifts of ecstatic presence, only able to be experienced through the spirit living in the body. She will share this if you allow her to guide you. Once the spirit recognizes this, even just gets a whiff of Fatima's glorious fragrance, the enthusiasm for life ignites, and the wonders of the world experienced through the body become a way to revere the great beloved and turn all of life into the temple of love. This oracle also comes with guidance. Giving your body rest and healing is most beneficial at this time. There are symptoms you are experiencing, anything from fuzzy headedness to tiredness and aches and pains, as well as shifts in body temperature that seem unbalanced. And these are directly related, if not solely, to the interaction of your spiritual essence with your sacred animal body. These will even out under Fatima's grace and protection, like two housemates learning to live together and enhance each other rather than distract and annoy each other with their quirks and differences. This settling in process will happen all the more easily when you ask for Fatima's help. This oracle also advises that if you ask for help and protection in any matter, it will be granted. There is no exception to this rule. There is nothing you have done that has made you unworthy of divine intervention, grace, and love. Not one thing ever. Ask, trust, and receive. So, wow, this is so beautiful because it's like both people are truly feeling the growth, the shift, wanting to nurture your body. It's like I can see you guys together in your sensuality, kissing, holding hands, taking walks. It's like the gentle touch and caressing and bringing each other, breakfast or bringing someone breakfast in the morning and coffee and then, taking a nap or, having a nice place to shower. Like there's just this energy of nurturing, comforting, knowing that it's all enhancing your life experience together. It's enhancing life around you. Like it's just very beautiful. Taking care of each other, by choosing to take care of yourself, learning what that means to take care of yourself and give yourself that unconditional love, because that is what you will give to each other. When we know how to nurture ourselves and our bodies and we're in tune with our own sensuality and our own romance and how we connect with life and ourselves and just feeling that intimacy, then it's so easy and effortless to share that with another person. So you're both going through that, and it's to refine you and unite you and align you together. And when you come together, it's like it's just going to keep growing. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be beautiful, whatever you're being prepared for right now. Twin flame, soul, infinite soul lovers, like it's just absolutely beautiful. So keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. Know that this is, a relationship that you've agreed to on a soul level, on a heart level. So this person coming into your life, there's no harm that shall come to you or them. It's all love, okay? So group one, that is your message. I truly hope it resonated and just brought some affirmation, clarity, guidance for you moving forward. And thank you so much for tuning in with me, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace. All right, group number two. How are you guys? Welcome to this reading. Thank you for tuning in with me. So let's see what your soul, your heart wants you to know about this amazing person that's in your reality right now. Either coming together with someone or someone that's already in your reality. We're just your special person, your friend, your partner, your lover, your confidant. Let's see. Let's just pull the cards here. Journey, number two. This is the energy surrounding you guys. The journey. I love that it's the number two, and it's all very magical and mystical, but it's something new. You can't quite see where you're going, although you're guided by love and the mystery and all of that. It's like this woman has her luggage here. She's in between 2 points, leaving the old world behind and moving into this new adventure. Yet she's herself authentically, she's allowing her heart and soul to guide her. This is a journey. that you're both embarking on this journey of love. And it may feel a little bit lonesome. However, it's like it's all about you and this beautiful relationship manifesting. It's like giving you both time to get in tune with who you really are before you come together, and it's like meeting up with each other along the journey, along the path, through everything you've been through. I just see a lot of light and magic. It's like nighttime, but see how the light is like shining through. The light's on here. She's got a lantern. It's all guided. There's a lot of etheric type of glitter and life around that's affirming you're on the right path, okay? Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. There you go. You're preparing for this beautiful union, okay? Your soul, your heart, refining you, guiding you, um, allowing you opportunity to really get in touch with who you really are and what you really want, both of you. Look at this beautiful image here. It's gorgeous. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives, okay? Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I feel like this is a relationship where you're both on your path. Look at all the color here. You're both choosing to grow and, really experience your greatest potential as individuals, as sovereign beings, and then you meet up on the path. It's like you feel each other, you feel the closeness, and yet you recognize the importance of also nurturing individuality and time to be alone with yourself, and cultivate your creativity. um, it's like teaching you about true love and how it just is. It simply is there. When you meet, it's giving and receiving. It's not like claiming each other in a sense of like anyone has to change who they are, or it's like there's just this unspoken trust and friendship and knowingness, because you've both been on the journey, you've both been doing the work. It's all very natural and organic. So your Rumi card is let love transform. Number 14, let love transform. How beautiful. Love is guiding you both and it's transforming you. It's so beautiful. And it's like you can feel your connection when you're not together. You feel it when you are. It's like you're feeling this connection of love around you at all times. And it's literally transforming you for the greater good. Ogam, nature. Again, here's nature. Nature really affirming you, guiding you. It's like it's a form of divination where it's the signs and different things in nature you recognize, you're very aware of them, they stick out to you, and it's pointing you in the right direction, right? It's like guiding you, birds flying in front of you, just affirming synchronicities, and it's all coming from nature as opposed to anything synthetic like man-made or clocks. Like those come, but it's more powerful when nature affirms you, animals, light, the trees, different things that you see. So I feel like you're both really tuned into the organic, natural life force energy and love, and it's guiding you and refining you, and you're coming together in this beautiful, energetic, natural way. It's all very guided. Surrender to the flow, number 44. So I love this card, and I love the idea of feeling content and surrendering to the flow. It's like we know we're aligned with our truth, with our heart, our soul, and that in that way we can allow the events to unfold around us. We know that nature's always affirming us when we need it, the reassurance is there, and yet we're in a state of acceptance and gratitude. We're embracing the expansion, we're choosing to learn. It's not like there's periods of time where we allow ourselves to go into worry or concern. Like we know it's unfolding, we know it's happening. So it's like as this new love is coming into your life, you're also ascending and, growing and expanding into your consciousness, the next phase of your life, preparing for this beautiful union, surrendering to the flow. This ladybug's on a leaf. what appears to be like in water, and it has to just surrender to the flow of the leaf, right? And wherever this leaf ends up, it can fly away, I suppose, but it's more about just, feeling supported in every moment with the flow of nature around you, knowing that everything's unfolding at the right time, in perfect divine timing. Green man synergy. Look at all this earth energy around you. It's really beautiful. Everything feels very synergistic when you're, you know, aligned with the love and trust, trusting the unfoldment, trusting the transformation that's occurring. You feel the synergy, it's affirmed to you. A lot of synchronicity, nature speaking to you, feeling more connection with the trees, the earth, the plants, the animals, the life force energy. Again, it's just like it's ethereal, it's physical, it's everything. Like you're just feeling really connected. A lot of color. It's just so beautiful. With every breath I take, I'm getting healthier and healthier. My body is a mirror of my inner thoughts and beliefs. I nourish it with good foods and healthy exercise. So I feel like, too, the more you consciously just are embracing this every day, you're actually feeling and seeing how your body's transforming, becoming more healthy, more youthful, more more revitalized energy, life force energy flowing through you. Um, really preparing you. It's like you feel healthier when you tune into this love, when you feel this closeness, this intimacy with this partner. It inspires you. It's like a catalyst, it's like a reward. It's the icing on the cake, like all of that. It's just like alignment, consciously choosing to be healthy for yourself and those you love. And this relationship inspires you to be that healthy, thriving person that you always wanted to be and knew you were. Um, but it's like our body is a mirror of our inner thoughts and beliefs. So nourishing your body, feeling good in your sensuality and your sensitivity, how you dress, how you present yourself in the world, like you're more conscious of it because you feel good. You love yourself. You want to give yourself the best. You want to feel your best and look your best. Not for some vanity type of reason, but more just for health. Feeling healthy and glowing and alive. You deserve to feel beautiful, to look beautiful, to feel desirable, to touch and taste and all of those things, right? It's like freedom within yourself, and as you're nurturing your body and your mind and your heart and your spirit, it's transforming, it's translating, it's emanating out to everything around you, the environment, nature, other people, all of that, okay? So your tarot, we have the Eight of Wands and the Fool. Look at that. Oh my. So I feel like it's like you're both ready for this leap of faith into the unknown, this beautiful, and when I say unknown, it's like a love like you've never known, right? So but it feels so organic, so natural. It's, creating this energy where you feel inspired, of thriving, of taking care of yourself, and the communication is lively. It's growing. It inspires you. It ignites your heart. You see the growth. Like it doesn't just stop. It grows into something more, into something better every time. Even if it's unspoken, like there's this energetic communication between the two of you that encourages you both to like take this leap of faith, this journey, because it's going to be worth it. Like there's nothing that compares to true, authentic, ultimate love, right? So you're allowing this process to transform you and to refine you into your greatest version every day, which I think is beautiful, and there may come a point where the communication, it just, whether it happens in the physical reality here, I see inspired communication. I feel like this is all for most of you happening internally, like preparing you for this union, preparing you for this meeting in the physical world. And it's like, it's what allows you to take that ultimate leap of faith towards true love, and it'll be so worth it. It's a relationship that honors who you are and you honor who they are. It feels very natural and giving and receiving. It doesn't feel like, one of those situations where you've got to lock them in or something. It's mutual. It's beautiful. Like you wouldn't even care if you got married or not, but you would want to naturally. Like it's just like you don't have to claim each other. It's already something that just feels like it's meant to come together, okay? And so let's read this Rumi card, number 14, and see what it has to say for you guys. How beautiful. So here's the Rumi poem. Let love transform. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi, how beautiful is that? Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colors become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. I feel that it's like this color. You see life with new color and vitality just because this love is existing and blooming within you. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world, this love where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless in a fit of appreciation and awe so great. Truly, there would not even be a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearnings shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead, trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare, perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetrating worry or doubt. Well, I am so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Okay, so wow, I feel this immense love that is surrounding you both, and it's coming into form, it's coming into manifestation. Really let go of the idea of who it is or where you'll meet or what time or any of that. Instead, it's like being in your life every day and feeling them with you in some way every day, as you're going about just daily things, things that seem insignificant, you're going to feel their presence around you. And so it's playing with that energy of, what it would truly be like to be with your divine counterpart or your partner, your soulmate, your lover, your best friend, and feeling how you live your life every day in that energy. It's like giving you the opportunity to get to know yourself in a way that you want to share with someone else and still feel successful every day in everything that you're accomplishing. Being able to focused on love and creativity and inspiration and having beautiful things to talk about and converse about and grow through life with, feeling healthier, being conscious of how you nurture your body and your time and your energy, and imagining, if they're not there in your reality now, how it would feel if they were and how you would inspire each other in different ways. It's like, it's beautiful. So preparing for union, this new phase, feeling really free and sovereign and connected, and knowing that it's all unfolding in the perfect divine timing. That the meeting of two hearts and souls is all truly related to, our own energy and how we choose to embrace the love, the authenticity within us. And we mirror each other. Our consciousness stretches beyond what we can see. And so really focusing on your own consciousness, your own well-being, that inspires the other to do the same, and it just keeps bringing you closer and closer together. So let love transform you and keep being you. Just it's like discovering more of who you really are and learning and growing, and this beautiful story of love is unfolding right before your eyes. So wow, you guys, that was your message for group number 2. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to tune in for you and deliver it. Thank you guys for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and for choosing love and to grow and become healthier and just, truly shining who you really are, your authentic soul, your potential, your love, your growth, being human and choosing to have the bravery to take a journey. And it's all going to be worth it. Look how connected you are already and supported. Nature will always affirm how supported you truly are. So I love you guys. I will see you soon for the next pick a card. And as always, sending my infinite love. Peace out. All right, group number 3. How are you guys? Thank you for joining me, tuning into love. Let's see what your soul, your heart wants you to know about this beautiful lover relationship, soulmate, partner, friend, confidant, your person, okay? See the energy surrounding you guys. Angel of Balance is with you. So that's beautiful, okay? Angel of Balance. I'm also feeling there's this energy, this ancient energy that's around you with the pyramids here in the background and the light. It's like the new and the old coming together, the masculine, feminine. It's bringing balance within both of you and also in a way that is congruent with the world around you, okay? The old and the new, your alchemical combination of love, really feeling a lot of support around you and bringing balance into your realities. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages arrive, text, call, email, hoovering. Okay, so there's definitely a desire to communicate between the two of you, wanting to talk, wanting to connect, find out more about each other. I feel like this is a relationship where you guys can talk openly, and it's one of those, you know, feelings where you can talk all night to each other and you don't even realize how much time has gone by. You kind of create your own beautiful little bubble of connection and intimacy, like just feeling really interested in the other and feeling interested in sharing who you are, and just being like right now it's like discerning the balance in that, knowing when to share, knowing when to go within, um, anticipating and feeling like this communication, this message or whatever it is, like you guys look forward to hearing from each other and talking to each other and being able to relate and affirm and reassure each other, okay? Look at this beautiful picture here. It's interesting. It's like a serpent or a snake or an eel or something. This is very, very interesting. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So I feel like this relationship is shining light on your own power, like how powerful you truly are as an infinite being in a human body, how powerful your connections are, being intimate with someone. Um, it's like the returning of this self-confidence of knowing what you deserve, what you're worthy of, and how your love actually affects another person. The impact of intimacy and opening up and feeling that deep connection with someone. Like, it's something to not take for granted. It's definitely something to take it to heart, because it's powerful. Our heart is powerful, and it's like teaching you both how to really trust your own intuition, your instincts, your body, right? Your body tells you. It's the chemistry between you two, sexual energy, passion, all of that chemistry, energy is very powerful. And so it can create an imbalance, so to speak. So it's like you're being supported and really maintaining your balance within your own energy system, within how you interact with yourself and others in the world. It's like there's all this beautiful excitement energy, and then there's the other side of it. So it's like finding the balance of it and feeling content in each moment, recognizing your true power, the impact that it has, the cause and effect, and being mindful about it. Beyond death, life, the number one card. Wow. I feel like there's this ancient love energy being reborn within both of you. This is very interesting. It's almost like an energy of love that's been in the dark for a while. It's been quiet for a while. It hasn't really been given a chance to shine or come out of its dwelling place. It's like she's in this dark cave or whatever, and now she's like lit up. Like the sun is shining on her. She's lit up. Her energy is, being. It's like transforming into the air. It's lighting you up. It's giving you life. It's coming alive. Maybe after a period of you know feeling alone or feeling like love wasn't out there. It's like there's this power, this surgence of power and chemistry, and feeling like that social energy of wanting to connect with someone. Like you guys are really powerful together. It's finding your balance together, and in appreciating the power, respecting the power, honoring the power of love, and at the same time employing it. It's like it's ready to awaken, it's ready to come to life, it's ready to be seen in the world. Black cat, good luck. Look at this. All this, like, it's like this dark matter, magical energy that is not negative in any way. It's all very deeply rooted in this ancient love type of energy. It's ready to be awakened, and it's choosing the both of you to you know embody and explore and discover together. I love that the black cat represents good luck in this picture. It's like a fortunate omen. It's like reflection here with the sun coming through. Maybe after a period of darkness or imbalance, this love is reawakened. The magic within life. The powerful forces of love awakening and transforming things. Beyond death. It's like beyond belief how beautiful this is. And yet there's like this maintained, like stoic, calm presence to it. It's like you understand the power of it. And so you work with it harmoniously. You work with it in a balanced way where it's, not depleting any area of your life. Instead, it's giving life to it. Okay. Embrace the masculine, number 11. Embrace the masculine. Again, I feel it's this, to me, it's like the darker energy to me is like a masculine type of energy, where the light energy is more feminine. When I think in terms of like the earth, I think of the feminine energy being more receptive and ethereal and intuitive, like more inside life force energy, whereas the masculine's more of like the physical manifestation, the trees, the flowers, and how they work together to grow and become something so beautiful, so awe-inspiring. And so it's like honoring the form, honoring the dark matter, which is the form, the actual physical reality. And it's very beautiful, the balance between feminine and masculine, embracing the masculine and nurturing the masculine energy, empowering the masculine, and it happens as simply just through talking and conversing and reassuring one another and seeing, the dark side of life as not negative or bad or evil, but seeing it all as like this beautiful harmony and play on light and dark, and good and bad. There's really no good and bad. It's like you guys are rising above that, rising above duality. It's all encompassing. It's with great power. With great power comes and shall always become great responsibility. It is a great responsibility to embody and encompass, or just be the unconditional love that you are, to understand your power and how it affects the world, how it affects your world and those around you and the environment and everything. And knowing that you can talk to each other about whatever comes up, good, bad, and ugly. Embracing the masculine energy, that it's, so supportive and empowering, and allows you to see things for what they really are, and someone that you can talk to about the darker things or the things that might frighten you or scare you in an empowering way, not to be seen as like a scaredy cat or something. This is like, it's like if affirmation that, you're both very strong and powerful, and with that comes the delicate balance, gentleness and strength. um, it's all very fragile and yet so strong at the same time. Okay, spring equinox rebirth. It feels like this beautiful rebirth of a love, like a very ancient love, a very deep, intimate connection that's being born within you, that comes from, the source of life itself. It's choosing to flow through both of you by your choice to honor the power, to honor the love, to honor, gratitude, and not taking things for granted, not taking love for granted. It's like a rebirth of not just yourself and a new relationship, but the rebirth of this ancient love energy that's pouring through, and for those that are honoring of it, are receiving it, and being able to share that with one another. So this is really beautiful. See how it brings out the richness and the quality within the environment, within yourself, within everything. It's really, really beautiful. I am grateful for all the wonderful things in my world. I express gratitude to the universe often, knowing that my thoughts are heard and appreciated. Okay, so it's really allowing you both to be in this state of gratitude and seeing, the beauty, all the wonderful things, staying focused on, you know, the beauty in your world, the joy, the love, the wonderful creations and art and expressions of life. And, you know, it's like with beyond death life, it's like experiencing a near death experience and living through it and having that newfound appreciation for what true love is, and the opportunity to experience it and to cultivate it. It's all very beautiful as an infinite being. True love is the ultimate expression of the life force. And so with great power comes great responsibility, and she'll always become a great responsibility. I feel like you both take that very seriously, and yet it allows you to be in that state of lightheartedness. It's like you have this agreement, this understanding that everything you bring into life is, nurturing. Look at this King of Swords and Queen of Cups. I mean, it's like, wow, it's all very balanced. It's serious, and yet it's nurturing and emotional and loving and deep. And you can have these deep conversations and be vulnerable with one another, and it allows you to see what's true for yourselves and in life, sorting through what's truth, what's illusion, seeing the beauty in the illusion, and yet remaining very clear and focused on the love. It's like you have the best of both worlds. You can be stoic and serious when you need to be, knowing that you have that soft place to fall, that soft place to land, that vulnerable space in your life with each other where you can, you know, be that vulnerable energy together, and it strengthens you in the outside world. It strengthens you as a person. It strengthens you in everything that you're doing. It gives you the confidence to stand behind your decisions and make, the decisions that need to be made, the tough decisions, and feel still really good about them. It's like you're able to go deep within each other, and that allows you to be more not so attached to everything going on around you, but more seeing how you serve the greater whole by choosing to go deep with each other and do your own inner shadow work and all of those things, and still be very responsible and resourceful in the outside world, to still be able to be there for someone, to have compassion and address things that are serious matters with your logic and your reason. It's like you're not getting carried away into this, like, fairy tale that true love and bliss brings. It's like you see that it brings everything, and you're both willing to be together and address everything together, whatever comes up, and not sweep anything under the rug, not pretend like it's not happening. Like, you're both willing to see eye to eye, be serious when you need to be deep and vulnerable when you need to be. And also with that, it allows you to enjoy life, to be grateful for the simple things and what you're creating without, it's like it allows you to stay neutral and yet deep at the same time. It's all really, really beautiful, you guys. This is amazing. Okay. It's like, wow. I feel this, I feel how connected the earth is to you guys too. It's like everyone's anticipating this. You just keep being yourself, keep doing what you're doing. Okay, let's read the number one death, beyond death life card for you. It's like all the angels, the etheric, everyone's like, keep going. Yep, we like this. You guys you're responsible stewards of not only yourself but the world. You see things through finding balance and neutrality and the greater good of all. And so it's like, it's just, you relate to one another so well, and you understand the dark experiences and the light experiences and how it all plays a role in the the growth of humanity and the earth and just everything. It's very, like, you got masculine, feminine. Like, the masculine can be his serious business self, the woman can be her nurturing deep diver self, and yet there's like a mutual, like, knowing, agreement, respect, honoring, love. It's a wonderful balance of harmony and give and receive, and supporting each other in the way that is best for you. It's really, really beautiful. You know how to support yourself, you know how to support each other. No one's stepping on each other's toes, or it's like, it's very mature and king and queen. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. So beyond death life, here's the Rumi poem. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. Rumi. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known, for what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness, and wholeness leads to divine revelation. The purpose of the soul incarnating in this world in the first place is to realize its divinity through the sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realization of divine oneness, and the more powerful its determination to shed that which would constrain complete and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening because your own soul, your own divine soul, has chosen for it to be this way, so that love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor is there anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss. There may be uncertainty and even insecurity. You have a big heart. You have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you as you stumble across her in the course of your clumsy, inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion, and with fierce passion for your blooming into all that you are, all that you can be. So, what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of loss of a beloved one, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despair of depths of your grieving heart. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities having shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego masks too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be. Your death may be a choice to let go, to take a step in a new direction, to move house, to end a relationship, to change career, or to step away from a religious or philosophical tradition or a group or a teacher. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstance changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition through this death may be triggered by an inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. Nonetheless, it powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards great confusion as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you now. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may at first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have had in your life that you are untainted, you will be more easily able to trust in the love the divine has for you. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at times. The divine is a relentless lover. It wants nothing less than your total being to be held in its embrace. Sometimes that means we will have to give up lesser loves for the greater lover, the divine one that calls us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful, blazing soul having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. That is what is happening in your life now. Whether the death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is yet showing up in your life. Either way, there is an ending imminent and new life coming to you, with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine its beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus on what is becoming whilst honoring what is no longer to be. Okay, so wow, I feel like there's this powerful transformative energy of, like I was feeling it's like facing death or facing the loss of something so powerful that it can catapult you either way. It can either catapult you into deep darkness or into really choosing to align authentically with the light within you, who you really are, and choosing to see it all. Like you have to embrace it all. It's like we're all in or we're all out, right? And it puts things in perspective. It's like when we face things that are very difficult and we know that the possibility of a new beginning is coming. If it's like a relationship where it ended and we thought it was the love of our life, for example. I don't know if that this is for you or whatever situation it is, but just in general, it's like it's hard in that moment to see beyond that. So through healing, through finding our balance and recognizing our own power, like we are very powerful beings and our soul shows us our power, especially when we're in situations that we experience grief or loss or near death experiences. It's like we really recognize our own power and the power of our thoughts and our intentions to overcome those very uncomfortable feelings or emotions or situations. That power of our soul that guides us, our heart, the love, and choosing to embrace it all. We're here. There's nowhere to go. Like we're here, no matter what. Whether we're alive or we've passed away, like our energy's still here, our love's still here, the soul, the life, the heart is still here. And there's, it's by choosing to, reignite the love, like stay focused on the love, the power, like recognizing how power you are and how powerful you are and how you can bring balance through that power into your reality. I feel a relationship here that's very powerful. Like you both have gone through some very intense things in your life. And so by choosing to stay focused on the love and overcoming and taking it one day at a time and believing in love and believing in true partnership and friendship, and having someone that you can share your life with. It's like you can share the ups and downs, the ins and outs. You can share your stories about some of the dark things that you've been through and how you overcame them. And it's like there's this energy of relief around your relationship. It's like giving you both hope for, new love, a rebirth, feeling what true love is all about, not being in the darkness so much. It's more that you're able to, as you're moving forward with this, it's like you feel the revitalization. Those darker memories fade away and you start creating new memories that are lighthearted, that are fun, that feel really good, that are divinely blissful and ecstatic. And continuing to do that every day is allowing you to heal and take it all, you know, with gratitude, feeling grateful for the joy of love returning into your life and how it heals and remedies and transmutes and allows you to become even more powerfully grounded in your authentic being, and your connection to life, really refining you into your maturity and your wisdom and, understanding of the king and queen. If they didn't become king and queen just because everything was great. They had to overcome challenges and obstacles within themselves, become self-masterful in their own energy to really accept and embrace true love, because it is so intense and it's so beautiful and sacred and rare, to have a connection like that with someone. You don't ever want to take it for granted. You want to be able to approach whatever comes up in life from that mature point of view, being serious when you need to and understanding the other person's point of view, their feelings and emotions, and how that, the conversations, not just acting like it's, all fun and games all the time. It's being able to really connect with someone in an intimate way. So this is really beautiful. It's manifesting for you and coming into form for you. So all you have to do is just continue what you're doing, staying focused and being the amazing being that you are. Everything that you've been through has been for a reason, and it's, through choosing love, you're healing yourself, but you're also healing that energy, that connection to the consciousness, and opening up doors and opportunities for others to tap into that consciously. So it's really beautiful. Like I just feel this beautiful healing around the masculine energy. It's like the feminine's able to nurture the masculine, which is what she loves to do. It's like purposeful. It's satisfying to both people, and it's not out of pity or victimhood mentality. It's like out of really being able to relate to one another and strengthen one another and hold each other in a place of love and gratitude and seeing each other's, responsibility and power and how you take life seriously, because it's like, it's our life, we want to love and play and create, and we can't do that when there's a bunch of, stuff going on that we don't want to acknowledge. We have to acknowledge it, address it, find a way to move through it and heal and transform, and then we get to really enjoy, things on that solid foundation of love. So black cat, good luck. Good luck is, it's like you're able to receive the divine information from so-called dark places, which aren't really dark. It's more like moving out of that, airy fairy superstition and actually choosing to, be mature in how you perceive the energies as everything being sacred and, wonderful. It's like, it's very powerful. So group number 2, this is your message. I truly hope that it resonated and affirmed what you're feeling and just provided support and life moving forward for you to continue, staying true to your authenticity and aligning with love. So thank you guys for being you, for tuning in, for all your subscribes, likes, comments, and shares. I appreciate you so much, and I look forward to the next pick a card. So until then, sending all my infinite love as always. All right, group number 4. How are you guys? Thank you for tuning in with me. Let's see what your heart, your soul wants you to know about this beautiful soul connection that is surrounding you at this time. Let's see what the energy is. This is coming from your soul, your heart, in regards to an intimate connection with someone, whether it's manifesting right now or someone in your life. Um, let's see what's going on. So the energy surrounding you is the number 31, door to value. I feel like this is, wow, this is a relationship that really allows you to recognize your own value, your own beauty, your own worth. It's reflected to you. You guys are very much a reflection of quality, value, worth, true love to one another. It's helping you see yourself in the beautiful nature that you are. It's a very prosperous energy. There's a lot of prosperity and abundance between the two of you. This is truly opening the door to true love, the true value of yourself. It's recognizing yourself as this priceless, beautiful, infinite soul being essence, that's unique to you. You're the only one of your kind in existence. And so it's allowing you to really recognize and appreciate your own value, your own beauty, your own soul essence, who you really are, and you recognize that within each other, okay? This is also attracting to you a lot of abundance and prosperity, wealth in terms of like health, and that it's that energy of life, of abundance, of being able to recognize the quality of energy versus the quantity. So that's really beautiful. Paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You guys are your own paradise, like piece of paradise. It's like you feel like heaven with them, It feels like paradise. Like it's like not even too good to be true. It's like what you would expect a true love relationship to feel like. And I feel like it's, like when you get to spend time with one another, it's like a vacation, it's like a rejuvenation, a time of feeling that beautiful healing together and intimacy and connection. And it's reflecting to you innate um, your own innate bliss and feelings of joy and feeling like abundant, like all is well in the world, and relaxing together. And it's all very rejuvenation type of energy. Happy, like true happy and content, okay? So here's your lover's oracle. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So you guys both may be very accustomed to maybe financial material world where things are prosperous, but it's almost like this new expanded awareness of what that really means. If you could do anything, what would it be? And it's all about connecting with the heart, when it comes to true value and beauty and worth and all of those feelings of bliss, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other's company. It's all about the heart connection, not necessarily the mind. When the heart's connected, then the mind, aligns, right? So the heart is the gateway to the soul. Even this feels like a gateway. It's like beyond riches and material objects and all of that. This is truly, even this card with the yellow, it's like this abundance and richness in this relationship. The relationship is the paradise. It is the heaven. It is the gold. You are the gold nugget. They're the gold nugget. It's like the value, the pricelessness of your soul, your authentic expression, who you really are, the love you have to offer and give, your creative, everything. It's like you guys won the lottery with each other. It's like far beyond winning the lottery. It's like meeting this person is like way better than winning the lottery type of energy, okay? It's like really, really beautiful. And your Rumi card is the all-encompassing hand. Look at that. It's even like a gold color. It's almost like reminds me like everything you touch turns to gold. Like this relationship is so rich in love and like security and strength and intimacy. It's like everything, you feel like the whole world is, your dream come true. It's like a very beautiful it's very it's like neutral. It's not excess in anything. You're not like, I don't know. It's all very harmonious, congruent, flowing, fluid with everything that's happening around you. It brings a sense of peace and well-being. And even here, she's like sleeping or relaxing. She's so content and blissed out. She's naked. She just feels the warmth and all encompassed. And um, wow, this is really, really beautiful. So I'll read the Rumi card here in a little bit. Ouija board caution. Okay, so that's that. We'll pull another one for that one too. Divination of the Ancients. Challenge your perception, the number 5. Again, more of that golden energy, allowing you to expand your consciousness and how you view love and money and wealth and abundance and leisurely activity, what it really means to you, and someone that you're, connected to intimately. It's like you enjoy the same things. You enjoy, it's like you've worked hard. However, what's the point if you're working all the time and you never actually get to enjoy the fruits of your labor? So it's like I feel a lot of prosperity and abundance here, traveling together, being able to lay on the beach together and, have a cocktail and watch the ocean and the sun setting and just feeling content with each other, and the experiences that you're having. And it's encouraging you and allowing you to expand your perceptions of life, to think beyond the material, to really embrace, this the source, the spirit, the life force energy, what gives you life. You guys bring us this sense of life force to each other. You revitalize each other. There's healing, like I'm even feeling sexual healing, romantic healing. Just in that connection alone brings you this, it's like breathing effortlessly, clear, fresh air, the forest, the breath, the inhalation, the exhalation, feeling the purity of it, the cleanliness of it, the life. It's not distorted by a bunch of, it's like you're not allowing the material world to distort your connection in any way. You see the true value lies within the connection, okay? I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am, okay? So that's interesting here with the Ouija board. Caution. I'm going to pull one more for this. Let me see. Your tarot is the Star and the 7 of Pentacles, okay? So this is truly choosing to embrace inspiration and hope and faith and healing and wellness. I see here there's been, with the 7 of Pentacles, it's like investing a lot of our time and energy into the material world, into material gain, or to something that really matters to us in terms of manifesting our physical foundation, our actual foundation of love, of abundance, of well-being, of how we live our lives, our homes, our families, our environment. You've invested a lot of time and energy into growing that, into creating abundance for yourself, and, putting in the work that's required to achieve this sort of, abundance in your life. And so all of that is happening. You will receive the abundance that follows whatever seeds you've planted. You will reap, the harvest. It will be yours. And it's like there's this energy of looking back over everything and really like taking stock of the choices that you've made, the tools you use to create this sort of abundance in your life, what it means to include true love into your life and everything that you've built. You don't want to just quickly jump into something and have everything you've worked for be lost because it didn't work out and something like that. Like I feel like there's this energy of almost being afraid to include another person because of everything you've built up over the years, and the idea of sharing it with someone, as wonderful as it sounds, it also brings up the fears of what if I share this with someone and then I share all this with them and it doesn't work out and I lose it all or something. Like there's this very real it's a very real human feeling. It comes up, and it's good to feel into it for yourself, to answer those questions for yourself. And it's like this relationship though is like it's like the breath of the forest. The forest, it's like if you imagine the forest breathing, you imagine like the pollen in the breeze, blowing the pollen off of the trees over the forest. when it does that, it nourishes, it gives nutrients to the entire forest. Everything thrives through that breath. It's like being able to go out in the forest and take a deep breath and feel the clean oxygen in your air. Like, it brings clarity to your life. It brings life force to your life. Like, it's something that brings with the star well-being, healing, connection, um, inspiration, hope, dreams coming true, paradise. It's like with the Ouija board caution card here. I don't have my cards down here. I just feel like this is almost like, especially with the wrongdoing. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. I feel like this has a lot to do with you personally in terms of forgiving yourself for anything in the past that may have been considered wrong, or um, judging yourself too harshly or criticizing yourself too harshly. Like, everything that you have done has served a purpose. Like, there was a reason behind it. And it may be like in the past, you may have aligned with something right away because it felt really in alignment with what you were doing and your purpose. However, it's asking you to really, I feel like your soul's really asking you to challenge your perception this time, and that, true love is here for you, and not to deny yourself a beautiful connection that is like feels like paradise just because you're worried about, physical things in your reality. Because when these relationships are meant to be and the love is mutual, there's that beautiful just sharing of intimacy and emotions and resonancy. You relate to one another, you understand one another. Like, that is worth far more than anything. And together, you want to see each other thrive. You root for each other's success. So, it's like, don't hold yourself back because of mistakes you made in the past, and forgive yourself. Learn from those experiences. What did I learn from that experience? Because moving forward, it's like the all encompassing hand. It's like, this is all or nothing. It's like, I feel like you've both reached a place in your life where you've built up, you've worked hard, and you've created things that are important to you and a part of your legacy, a part of your life, and serves as your foundation. And so to share that with someone is very sacred. Like, you take that to heart, you take that seriously, and it should be a relationship that continues to inspire you and to build upon that foundation and never take away from it. So, having caution when it comes to relationships, and, choosing to give yourself time, to see things from different perspectives, change. It's like you're changing, you're maturing, what feels right and what doesn't, and to give yourself time, patience. The right relationship is patient. It's compassionate. It understands. It doesn't ever force you to make a decision right away, or like it has to be this way. It's like, if that type of energy is coming in, you can just let it be, right? I feel like this is something that you can take your time in really getting to know each other, and being able to see things through their eyes, how they view things, how they, how they perceive what you've built, and how you perceive what they've built. And, it's like, you can take your time and enjoy each other's company through getting to know each other. Um, Whatever messages that your soul's asking you to be aware of that are like pointing to caution or red flags or anything like that, it's like allowing you to heal whatever that is, to see where you may have aligned in the past to things that were not necessarily authentic for you, but they felt right because they aligned with, the whatever you were creating or building. However, it's a new period of time for you. Oneness, coming together all as one, seeing the other as your own. It's like you're now going to invest in everything together and continue building together. You both have equal value to bring to the table. You both have equally beautiful ideas and strengths, and maybe you both have done things in the past where you wish you could have done it differently. However, it's about recognizing that you're a human, an intimate being, an intimate, yes, you're intimate and infinite being in a human body, and letting go of judgments or criticizing thoughts or degrading thoughts or things that say you can't be who you are. You're free to love who you are. They're free to love who you are. You're free to love them for who they are. And you're mature adults coming together. And when it's meant to be, you're able to, you know, be leisurely and talk about things and feel into how you would actually manifest things together, and seeing from through the other's eyes. And, you know, it's like being able to play off of each other and the different ideas, and it inspires new ideas. And, you feel the safety in that, you feel the ease in that, the peace in that. It's like a breath of fresh air, like walking out of the city into the forest. It's just very healing. It's like feeling comfortable at nighttime under the stars and just feeling at one and at peace, and knowing everything that you've built to this point, well, it's not going away. It's just going to continue growing and help you see what you want to take forward. It's like nothing's lost, nothing's in vain. It's just continuing to build and embrace that energy of prosperity and paradise. So let's read the Rumi card. The all-encompassing hand, number 20. So here's the Rumi poem. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. Rumi. I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long since ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh once felt separate from mine. This sacred grasp pulses with the love divine, and there is one hand holding and held, one being loving and loved, though we may appear by less ecstatic angels to be two. The love that gives us this hand fast, beloved, is so powerful we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands would be joined, gently and yet enduringly, in unfailing love and sublime friendship. Perhaps you are in need of reassurance, dearest one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path, or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart, and speaking of it to no one. Such loneliness that can foster in the heart. With no other to bear witness to your life experience, you may question your life, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It is time to let it be and to open up to the touch of grace. So this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. The divine hand will reach for you in your meditations, your sleep, and your prayers. It will reach for you through life circumstances, through the smile or hug you receive from another, or the touch of another human being. It will reach you through the song of a bird, the falling of leaves, the soft fur of a beloved pet, through song lyrics that seem to speak what you are feeling deep inside, or the colorful dress of the stranger across the street who catches your eye and makes you smile. This divine hand is reaching for you now through this oracle. Yes, says the great beloved, I am reaching for you. Yes, I know you. You are my own. I would never abandon you. Perhaps you have turned from me unknowingly, forgotten how much I love you, because the world is in a forgetful daze too, and ignores the caress of the breeze, the joyful acknowledgement of every sunrise, and the reverence made radiant in every sunset. Life is the touch bestowed by my hand. Shall you receive me? Let me love you. Let me restore your soul and remind you there is nothing to fear now. Come, lay down your weapons and your fear for this moment. Quit using that mouth to cry for war or to cry in despair. Bring yourself to my table and use that mouth to taste some bold and rich wine instead. Enjoy with me in this moment the unbreakable bond that lies between us. Allow me to bring the cup of wine to your lips. Behind your head, so gently, lies my all-encompassing hand. Know the peace of my love, so deeply can it register with you now, that you shall never again forget it. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or a circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. You are asked to pray using the sacred honoring ritual and to do so with conviction. The divine has this situation in hand and all is unfolding as it should be. Ask for help each day by saying, I ask for help this day, in all ways through unconditional love. Thank you. You can be more specific in your request, asking for help in a particular relationship or project too, if you wish. The divine wants to lend you a hand. You must ask for help first, however, so ask. Empower that all powerful hand of grace to bless your life in all circumstances, relationships, and situations that have been or are yet to be for you. Okay, so what I'm feeling too is that when you ask your soul, when you ask life to affirm things for you, if it's clear, if it feels, you know, resonant and it's flowing and it feels really good, that's the affirmation. If your soul's giving you a warning or a red flag, that's also affirmation. It's like a built-in protection. This is not for you. If you feel hesitancy and you feel like you need to pull back or keep something to yourself, honor that feeling, and pull back and then allow your soul to reveal to you why it happened in your own private time. It's like that prevents us from making decisions or aligning with things that aren't truly meant or resonating for us in our growth. And so instead of perceiving yourself as doing something wrong, it's more like recognizing that maybe in the past we didn't know what the feeling was of aligning with our true authentic self, our soul, and what was right for us. And so you're always going to receive what you need to in terms of choices that you're making. It's either going to feel all 100% right, like you're in it, that your soul's guided this to you, or it's going to tell you, hey, this is, maybe take a step back and feel into this. This may not be, don't proceed forward, pull back, because whatever's meant to be is going to keep growing naturally. You're not going to have to force it or make it happen. It's just going to happen on its own, right? So learning how to truly open the door to what true value is in your life, trust, loyalty, abundance, paradise, feelings of harmony and balance and flow and just manifesting and creativity and success and all of that. So stay aligned to that energy within you and, keep trusting your soul's guidance, your heart's guidance. It's just this period of time, excuse me, that's helped you truly align with your own authentic perspective and also being able to honor others' perspectives and where they're at, and that not everyone's meant for you. You're waiting for that one person, you're aligning with that one person that's truly meant that you can share your whole world with, where there's no doubt or worry. It's like, that it feels good, no matter what angle you look at it from. So this is really beautiful, number four, group number four. I hope that this truly affirmed what you're feeling inside and gave you reassurance and just support moving forward to continue staying aligned to your truth and what's right for you. So thank you guys for being you. Thank you for all of your subscribes, likes, comments, and shares. I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you so much for tuning in with me. And I look forward to seeing you for the very next pick a card. All my infinite love as always.